Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your March 1st to the 15th, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously, so thank you so very much. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. So what's really interesting here is that you're crowned by the Queen of Wands. Now you're represented by the wands in the minor arcana. So there is the sense of embracing your strength, of embracing your determination. There's focus, there's seeing your magic, there's knowing what it is that you desire, what it is that you want, how it is that you need to move forward for yourself. And that's going to be a really, really big thing during this time. Now there is a part of you where there's a sense of like, how do I awaken this? Like, how do I move forward in my deeper understanding, or how do I let this part of me that I want to come to the surface come to the surface? And there's going to be some apprehensions. There's going to be something here that you want to do, or that you want to move forward in, and it just feels like it's just fear. It's fear, like it's not the right time, it's not going to be perfect. And here's the thing, it's never going to be perfect, and it might never be just the right time. Sometimes we just have to take that leap of faith within ourselves. Now, if you're born on the cusp with Virgo, or if you have Virgo energy in your chart, in your life, you might find that this energy is a bit difficult for you during this time. So just being mindful about it, that this part of our personality we can find annoying, or we can find ourselves being frustrated. But there's a sense, and it's very interesting because Virgo is all about introspection, turning inward. With the Hermit, we're represented by the Strength card, and we're also ruled by the Sun. We love to be out in the middle of things, Leo. It is just part of our personality, part of ourselves. It's like, if I can be center stage, that's where I'm going to be happiest. And that's what we're going to want to do during this time, was we're going to want to be center stage in the middle of it all. But it's going to be so important for us to tune in to our heart, to our soul, to ourselves, to say, what do I love? What do I want? What do I need? And we're going to have a tendency to kind of hyperfixate on things that we've done wrong, or that we think, oh, I should fix this, I should fix that. God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, is going to be pulling us in a different direction, but it's going to feel like, oh, I don't have time for this nonsense. I need to get this done right here. And we're going to find that we want to do things super, super quickly. It's like the faster I can do it, the better it can be. And that's not necessarily going to be the case. So just be aware of this during this time. We kind of need to slow it down and move forward with divine guidance. So let's see what Spirit has to say. So if you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a shamrock in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced in a separate video. Keep your eyes open. I don't know if this video will come out, if the winner will be announced on the 1st of April, or if we're going to do a different time frame. So check in for that, because I'm not sure yet. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Oh, and if you're interested in purchasing a private reading, private personalized meditation or healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. Yeah. So remember how Spirit said you want to, embrace your angels during this time, and that's what we're going to want to do. Angelic is reversed. So we have a bit of difficulty embracing our angels, moving forward in our angelic knowledge. So that's going to be a super important thing for us to kind of like slow it down and embrace this wisdom and to listen to it. Our chakra energy, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. We have holistic health and we have love. So this is the root chakra and the heart chakra. I love holistic health. It is one of my favorite cards. And of course, I do love love as well. But holistic health, the root chakra, is saying, pay attention to your body, pay attention to yourself. We can be ignoring certain things because we need to push forward, or there's just not time for this, or oh, that means nothing. But listening to our bodies, finding the foods that nourish us properly, that our bodies thrive on, that also feeds our soul, that's going to be a super important thing. And it might be that it might be a more limiting diet. We can find that maybe we pull back on certain things that other people indulge in, but it's going to be good for us. So just be aware of this during this time. Exercises that are right for you, healing energies that are right for you. This is going to be a time to really focus on your body, Leo, and saying, what does my soul need? What does my body need? Because the heart here, love, it's reversed. We're not fully connecting with what we love. And it's going to be so important to say, what do I love? What do I need? How does my heart move me forward? Like, how does what I love move me forward and bring joy into my life and into my existence? So let's see what energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show them clearly. Okay, so we have two here. We have the Seven of Cups. We can get lost into dreams very, very easily. So do be mindful about that. The dream of it will be a lot more appealing than the reality of it, which I think that's also just part of how life goes, right? The dream is always going to be so much more alluring than the hard work of reality. So just being aware of that. And then with the Princess of Cups, this is the Page of Cups in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck. This is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. So if you're born on the cusp with Cancer, if you have water sign energy in your chart, you're going to find that really pokes at you, right? It's just not going to be harmonizing for you during this time because we're not listening to our heart. And so we're also kind of closing ourselves off to our inner child's sense of love and what's important and what's sacred and how do I move my heart forward. So that's going to be very important during this time. And it is going to be very important for us to say, hey, where's my love? Like, what do I love? And connecting with our inner child, which we can do the inner child meditation. So just take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. And see yourself as the adult you are now, holding your arms open to the child that you once were. And see that kid running into your arms. And just like with that abandonment, that abandonment that children do, like just flinging themselves into your arms and you swooping them up and saying, I love you. I'm here for you. I will always be here for you. I will always love you. I will always stand up for you. Your emotions, your feelings, they matter. You matter. I love you so much. I always believe you. I always believe in you. You are my best in the whole wide world. And just sit with that for a moment. You can pause this video. You don't have to if you don't want to, but sit with that energy for a moment. And what does it make you feel to know that your inner child is deeply loved and protected by you? Because we're moving to the Queen of Wands, and this is you now. Powerful, successful, passionate, determined, focused. You might not be where you want to be. I mean, the spirit didn't say you were, but there's a power to you that needs to be embraced. An embracing of the sacral chakra, the solar plexus chakra, a real sense of this is my passion, this is my determination, this is my focus, this is my insight, this is who I am. I'm listening to my gut, I'm letting my creative energy come forward, this is who I am. I'm embracing a new dawn, a new day. I'm looking at my magic. I'm looking at myself. When spirit says magic, it doesn't mean, hocus pocus. What it means is my special gifts are my special gifts. This is a time where you're seeing kind of your purpose. Like, this is why you were put on this earthly plane, and this is what you are connecting with. This is your fire, your determination, your focus, and your insight. Now, with judgment here, it's not about branching out into the rest of the world. It's about showing up for yourself. And that's going to be a super important thing and a super powerful thing. With judgment also reversed, here it's the sleepers. Now, in Arthurian legend, the sleepers are Arthur's knights, his main group that were put to sleep when Arthur got wounded and sent to Avalon to heal and come back when England needed them the most. And so they are also put to sleep. So when Arthur comes back, they come back with him. And this is a part of our personality that is lying dormant within us, so that when we awaken into our power, into our self, it's like, yeah, this is the part of me that needs to shine forward. This is the part that I was afraid to have shine. I was afraid to step into. And it brings us to the hermit. It brings us to this place where we want to be in the middle of everything. Like right now, we want to be in the middle of everything. And that's awesome. That's great. But if we can, during this time, rein it in and say, okay, emotionally, what do I want? What do I need? And what's important to me? How do I look inward? How do I turn inward? See what I desire for myself and open up the door. That's going to be absolutely huge and absolutely powerful. This is going to be a time with the hermit energy where we don't really feel like being flexible of mind and spirit. We want things a very, very certain way. And it's like, that's it. That's what I want. That's how I'm getting it. And we're going to find that we fight against a lot of the gifts that are coming to us because we are being a little bit mulish. So do be mindful about that during this time, because we have a tendency to be focusing on certain things that haven't gone right, certain things that haven't moved us forward in the way that we had thought or wished or hoped for. And it's like we're focusing right here on this, and we're not seeing the different ways that spirit is leading us forward and the different things that spirit is leading us towards. So this is going to be a time where you have something come into your life, Leo, that feels like it was just a curveball, right? It takes up your attention, it throws off your mojo, your way of moving forward, and it's like, oh, now I have to pay attention to this, and you're going to get annoyed. But it's going to be a gift from spirit to either get you out of this headspace right down here that you don't want to be in anymore, or you don't need to be in, and move you in a direction of blessing and beauty and prosperity. And maybe it isn't even because spirit is showing that some are going to move in this direction where it's a sense of like a palate cleanser. It's something different. And then you come back and you'll have the answer to what it is that you want. But for others, it's going to be like, oh, I didn't realize I could do that. Or I didn't realize it could be fixed like this. Or I didn't see it like this. And this is going to be a time where things need to slow down. We are going to want to move so fast. We are. During this time, it's like everybody wants to move so fast. We have to slow it down. We have to slow it down, center ourselves, gather our knowledge, gather our information, and then move forward. This is also going to be a time where spirit talks to us tremendously, but we're not listening. So with the Six of Swords, we have our angels right here guiding us. We're actually moving to the island of Avalon, right? The place where the sleepers, are also sleeping, waiting for Arthur to return. So there's a sense here of I'm embracing something tremendous within me in order to step into my power and myself. But it's not an explosion for the rest of the world to see. It's not something that puts me center stage. It's something that has me center heart, center spirit, center soul, center self. And that's going to be the game changer. Our subconscious spirit message is beautiful. We need to start seeing the beauty in the world again. We need to start seeing the beautiful things in our existence. And that's going to be a really important thing. It's like, okay, what's beautiful? How is it coming forward? And it brings us then to our subconscious chakra message, which is the throat chakra of communication. We have to be open in communication with ourselves and with the rest of the world. We are going to be very sensitive, okay, to the verbal or physical cues of others. So we can be reading a room and taking in the spiritual, emotional, verbal, physical information that we're getting, and just be completely overwhelmed by everything that's being downloaded. So just be aware of this during this time, that we can be bringing things to certain situations or certain energy that we're like, oh, well, this is what they mean. But they could be thinking about their home life. They could be thinking about a problem that they're trying to solve. And we can kind of be going into that space, psychically, empathically. So just be mindful about this during this time, that we need to be present to the here and now. Take the knowledge that's coming to us, most definitely, but really show up in our energy and in our knowledge and also in our voice. But we need to say what we need to say and not just think, oh, they'll know, right? Because I'm picking up on all of this. They'll be picking up on it too. That's not necessarily the case. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. We're coming out of a tower time. And as we're coming out of a tower time, there is just a sense of, wow, I can't believe I went through that. That was intense. And now how am I rebuilding? How am I moving forward? How am I taking this knowledge and reclaiming my life, my soul, and myself? It brings us then to our tarot message, which is the Page of Swords. This is air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Spirit is talking to us during this time non-stop. So do be aware of that. We are embracing our voice. We're cutting through doubts and fears and negativity. And just know that you're going to get signs from Spirit that they are paying attention. We just have to pay attention to be able to hear this and see this. Embracing our inner child with our emotions is super important, but also with our voice now is going to be important. Saying to our inner child, I hear you. I will always listen to you. Your words are always valid. And I will always take the time to listen to how you are responding to situations. Even if it's at the end of the day, letting that be downloaded into our souls, showing up with our inner child and say, okay, I connect with you. What do you have to say about this? And see what energy comes forward. during that time? What, correlations have been made to the past, to the present? And, how do we move forward in emotion of self? All right. All right, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.